right? This is a regular neighborhood. All right. You got street numbers, all that good stuff. You're trying to tell somebody to get to your house who has never been to your neighborhood before. What bits of information do you need, or do they need, in order for them to get right to your doorstep? What can you tell them? Address. What does the address contain? The street name and the house number, right? What's the issue with only having a piece of that? What if you only gave them the street you own? There's a lot of houses over there, right? Telling them that you live on the corner won't do you no good. Telling them you in a White House don't do you no good. All right? And especially dark outside. So, I don't know why you think you're hiding that phone. You ain't. I don't know who you think you trying to hide that from. Anyway, so I want you to draw a line. All right, draw a line. Draw a horizontal line. Horizontal line go left and right. All right, draw you a horizontal line. Now, it's just a line until you put numbers on it. All right, so if I'm putting numbers on it, and I put 0 on it. Not yet. I will. After this. All right. So, what kind of numbers are to the right of 0? Yeah, we did this part already. And what kind of numbers are to the left? All right, we did this part. All right. As soon as you put numbers on it, we now have a number line. All right, it's a number line. Draw a vertical line. Vertical, if somebody says you got a 40-inch vert, you jumping up and down. All right, so draw a vertical line. It's just a regular line until you put some numbers on it. Now we have a vertical line. Which way does positive numbers go? Up or down? Yeah, go up. So that's 1, 2, 3. Then what kind of numbers go down? Negative numbers, all right? Common information. So now you have 2 number lines. The coordinates that we use today to get back and forth to locations, flying, any kind of travel, we use more than one point to get to our destination. Just you giving me the number to your house won't do no good, because a lot of houses have that same number. I need the street, the number, perhaps the city and the state. All right? So once we take both of those number lines, all right, so we're going to take, use your graph paper now. Use your graph paper. Very top at the corner. Use your graph paper now. I'm going to use mine too. All right. At the very top in the corner, left-hand corner, I want you to draw, I'm going to go ahead and be specific. Draw me a line with 7. Let's cover 7 hashes. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, 9. Okay. Give me 9. I want an odd number. Give me 9. I want 9 going horizontally. And I want you to put a dot where 0 is. So if I got 9, that means I got 4 on one side and 4 on the other side. That'll be right here in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. I want you to put a dot right there. Right in the middle of your line. You should have 4 on each side. And if not, we'll make it happen. All right. Then I want you to draw a line that covers 4 above and 4 below. 1, 2, 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Right there where that dot is. I want to cross right there. Put arrows on every direction. On every direction. Put arrows there.
You know what it's called?
Huh?
What it's called?
What is it called?
40-degree.
Thank you. That is. This is called, instead of saying number line, let's put some numbers on it first. All right. So we're going to put, to the right, you got positive numbers. Put on each tick mark. All right. I don't have my 4 on this side. Let me get my 4. There we go. 1, 2, 3. My 4. You don't have to have your numbers on the same side as mine. All right. Okay. As soon as you have, see, when you have number lines and you have more than one superimposed upon the other, the vertical line superimposed on the horizontal line, you now have a rectangular coordinate system. If you've ever used GPS, you've used the rectangular coordinate system. All right. Now, the point where both axes, both number lines meet, is called the origin. It's called the origin. That's where you'll start your journey. Every time you plot a point, you start here. Don't start nowhere else. And once those number lines form a rectangular coordinate system, you can't call them horizontal number line and vertical number line. They're called axes. Who knows what the one that's going left and right, what is that called? Yeah, that's your x-axis. And the one that's going up and down is called your what axis? Yeah, it's called your y-axis. All right? So you no longer call these number lines. These are now axes. Not axes, as somebody said about last class. That won't work. All right? Now, let's put a point. Let's put it beside the 3, but above the 2. Let's put a point right there. Beside the 3, but above the 2. Let's put a point there. All right. When you are looking, I've got to tell you something. These axes divide this plane into 4 parts called quadrants. The label as so. This is quadrant 1, quadrant II, which is 2, quadrant III, which is 3, and quadrant IV, which is 4. You have 4 neighborhoods when you're looking at the rectangular coordinate system. All right, this plane divided into 4 neighborhoods, and they all have certain characteristics. Now, everybody got the 4 quadrants on there? Okay. Now let's go back to our point that we got beside the 3, but right above the 2. All right. Now, every time you put a dot, that's like a house, and you need to find a location. The location of the house is what we call an ordered pair. All right, an ordered pair. An ordered pair has parts. It has x coordinate, and a y coordinate. All right. You cannot give me the location until I have both x and y. And they have to be in that order. The order is important. You can't put the y first. I need it in x coordinate and the y coordinate. Together they make an ordered pair. So for this first point we just put up here, I want you to put the alphabet A. And we're going to get the coordinates or the ordered pair of point A. So I'm going to zoom in on mine. Okay, here we go. All right, cool. Now, remember, an ordered pair, it asks you, which way did you have to go left or right to get to that house? And then, which way did you have to go what? Up or down. If you don't like the way X and Y sound, the first is, did you have to go left or right to get there? Then from there, did you have to go up or down? So here we go. Starting at the origin. Always start here. To get to point A, do we go left or right to get there? Right. How many steps? All right, so you have the number and you put a comma. You got to have a comma. So we had to go to the right 2. Then how many steps do we have to go to get there? How many steps up or down? We had to go up. How many? 2, 3. And then you put parentheses around it. That's an ordered pair. That's how you plot the location of any point that's given. Any house that you see has to have 2 coordinates. All right? Let's do it again. Let's do it again. This time, I want you to put a point next to the 2, but right above the -4. Next to the 2 on the y-axis, but above the -4 on the x-axis. Just right beside the 2 on the y-axis, but right above the -4 on the x-axis. And we're going to label that point B. All right? And what's the name of the spot you always start when it's time to graph something? The origin. You got to start here. All right? You got to start here. Right here in the origin. Now, stop that. Now, remember, I need how many steps it takes to go? Do we go left or right to get there? Left. So that's 1, 2, 3, what? 4. And because we get to the left, that's what kind of 4? -4. Now, how many steps does it take us to go to get to that B? We're going up 2. 1, 2. So that's 4, -4, comma 2. All right? We're going to get 1 at all of them. All right? I want you to put 1 next to the -4, but below the -1. And we're going to call that point C. And I'll bring that up. We're putting a point below the -1. We're next to the -4, but below the -1. So next to the -4 on the y-axis, but below the -1 on the x-axis. All right? So still, you never go down first. You always go left or right. It's an ordered pair. So start at the origin to get to that point down here. Start at the origin. Do we have to go left or right? We had to go left, right? So we had to go left. We had to go left. Bam, right there. Now we right above the point. Which way we go to get there, up or down now? Straight down. So the ordered pair is -1, -4. All right, I should put it. I'm put it up here. -1, comma -4. Put that here. All right, that works. All right, last one. I want you to put a point next to the -3, all the way down to under the 4. So next to -3 on the y-axis, below the 4 that's on the x-axis. And we'll label that, of course, D. And I need my ordered pair. Remember, left or right first, up and down second. What's the ordered pair? All right, so if we started from the origin, we went, where are you? We went to the right 4. Bam, now we're right over it. So our first coordinate is 4, but then we had to go down 1, 2, 3. So that's 4, comma, what kind of 3? -3. All right. Now, I want you to recognize something about the quadrant. You can tell the neighborhood of a house just by where it's located. That ain't no lie, ain't it? That ain't no lie. You say you live off Chenal, I know where you live. You say you live off Martin Luther King, I know I need to bring something with me at a certain time at night. And that ain't no lie. Especially by the liquor store down there, boy. Lord, I went down there to drop somebody off, and Lord Jesus. What you mean how I know? I worked at Baptist for 10 years. I know it goes down over there. Anyway, so if your x coordinate is positive, all right? If your x coordinate is positive, let me give me a smaller pen. If your x coordinate, y'all need cell phone, positive, and your y coordinate is positive, that means you're in the neighborhood of quadrant 1. All right? You're in the neighborhood quadrant 1. That may be where you want to be, but I'm just saying, it's just quadrant 1. If your x coordinate is positive and your y coordinate is positive, you're in quadrant 1. All right? If your x coordinate is negative, but your y coordinate is positive, you're now in quadrant 2. All right? Just by looking at how the numbers run, I can tell what neighborhood you're in. All right? If both coordinates are negative, you're in quadrant what now? Quadrant 3. If both of them negative. I probably should have did this. NEG, NEG. I hate to write though, y'all. But all right. And last but not least, if your x coordinate is positive and your y coordinate is negative, you're in quadrant what? You're in quadrant 4. All right, just by knowing the neighborhood. Okay. Last part is this before we practice. Back on your paper now, back on your paper. Who knows what the term linear means? Oh. Say it loud.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah.
Oh, line.
Yeah. Linear. It means you're dealing with a straight line, right? So a straight line can be horizontal line. It could be a vertical line. It could be a diagonal line that's going up or a diagonal line that's going down. These are linear. All right? So linear means you have a straight line. No hooks, no crooks in it. Straight line. The opposite of linear is nonlinear. That means that your line does like this. All right? Or it does that. Got a break in it. Or it does that. Got curves in it. All right? These are nonlinear. If you grab some points and you get a straight line, it's linear. If you grab some points, you do not get a straight line, it is nonlinear, of course. Now, let's see.